Hi, and welcome to winemastery.co.uk. My name's John Lightfoot. This is
John Murphy.
And I am in absolutely awe of Mr. Murphy on this episode. This weekend, I went to this fabulous show called The Full Monty, which some of you may know. It's been in Broadway, so I'm sure it's on both sides of the Atlantic, where at the end, all the guys get their kit off as part of this musical show. And Mr. Murphy was one of the stars in the local production this weekend, singing, acting, and displaying generally.
First of all, I didn't know you were going to do that. I'm going to explain. It was very cold in that theatre. I'll just put that out there right there. But no, it's very good fun. I must say thank you for coming.
I haven't got a photograph to show him. It's okay. You don't. I was going to take one, but a lady behind me tapped me on the shoulder and said, "You'll get told off, you know."
Oh, yeah, they do. They don't like it. But it was a very liberated experience and one of the best shows I've ever been with. So I'll say a big shout out to my full Monty cast and friends because it was such a good production. Enjoyed it thoroughly.
Yeah, they were all very good, weren't they?
Thank you.
No, they were. I mean, you were exceptional, but they were all very, very good as well.
Thank you. It was a team effort, and we pulled together very, very well. So thank you for that, John. I didn't know you were going to do that. Thank you.
No, not at all. You're going to say thank you. It's not like you're going to sell any tickets now because they've...
No, we had sell-out nights, which is just unheard of in the amateur world. So we were very chuffed with it. Everybody,
and standing ovations?
Standing ovations. At some point, there were even knickers thrown on stage.
Yeah. I probably thought you need them covered up.
That was a good do, a very good do. Thank you, John.
No, pleasure. I really enjoyed it. Thank you very much for getting me the tickets for me. Absolutely super. So...
you put me on the back foot now. I'll tell you what we did do. We heard his bloody laugh in the middle of it.
Well, it was good. I had to. I was good for most of the time.
Oh, he was excellent for most of the time. At one point, I was stripping. I could hear it go. And we've all heard this laugh. And I thought, just don't look. And I think was it Holly give you a nip or something? Just stay quiet. But I looked down at the band pit, and all the band pit was, what's that? Is he okay? Is he choking? But we got away with it. But anyway, I digress. It was a fabulous show.
Absolutely fabulous. Yeah, absolutely fabulous. So, just if this is the first time you've ever come to this channel, we're all about wine. Hopefully, we're going to help you find the wine, if not the wines, that you're going to absolutely adore. And in this episode, various parts to it, so we'll do some links to some others as well, we're looking at the cheaper wines available in supermarkets in the UK. And on this occasion, we've got a French wine. Now, normally I always think French wines are going to be about 30%, 20%, 30% more expensive for the same quality as, the New World. That's just my personal...
No, I'd probably agree with that, John, because you tend to find that they keep the best for themselves, and when you're over here, you do have to pay a little bit more to get to that standard of wines, eh?
Well, I think it's a French label and the branding, all good. I too, if I could charge more for my services, I would.
You would.
So, we're going to look at a Cote du Rhone, which is a pretty internationally known wine, isn't it? I mean, it's up there in terms of people, saying, recognise it. And I think that's one of the things why they can cope, because when you go into restaurants, a lot of wines there, and you don't know them, but, you see a name you recognise, and most people will recognise the name Cote du Rhone.
Yeah, it's a very famous one, isn't it? It's a recognisable kind of wine.
Yeah. And this one I purchased, I think it's actually a Tesco's, one of their own brand, £4.50. Now that is phenomenal value. I mean, I think we're talking somewhere like 30p you're actually paying for the wine.
Yeah.
And the rest is going to be in tax, value-added tax, the alcohol tax, the distribution and the margin. So
it is ridiculously low priced, that wine. So
so I have to say my expectations are not very high.
I'm with you.
Because how can you make good wine like that? Because if you think about it, if it was that good, then nobody's going to be paying £30 a bottle when they can get something that's that good for £4.50.
Yeah.
So my expectations, the benchmark is reasonably low.
I'm with you on that one. I reckon. Okay. Yeah. So
should we see if it exceeds that benchmark?
I think we should.
Okay. So the colour. Now, I was looking at the colour a little bit earlier, and I thought that was a little bit lighter. It's not quite sort of deep as I thought it should be.
I'd have thought a Cote du Rhone, it would be quite light. I think that's probably the right colour. I would think.
This just goes to show my inexperience.
No, whatever. So let's have a go on the nose.
Okay. There we go. Every time I smell a French wine, I always have to say it smells French, and I don't know what does that.
There's a style there, isn't there? That is definitely a. For me, again, it's more interesting than I thought it'd be. There's lots of raspberry and like vanilla almost in there.
I think actually, I only say this because when I first smelt this, when I poured it first out, it smelt more acidic to me.
Yeah.
But now it seems to have mellowed. So I'm guessing that you definitely would get something out of decanting this, or you're getting some air into it.
I reckon. Yeah, I reckon
it rest before you actually pour it into your glass, even.
It doesn't smell horrific compared to what, again, going on the price, and we shouldn't let it go to us, but we do. Now I'm going to get stuck in.
Well,
It's quite surprising.
very surprising. That is much better than I was expecting. That is, wow. Yeah, I mean, if I was paying £30 a bottle, I think, but at £4.50, that is incredible value. That is a good, honest, everyday wine. A little bit of tannins at the end there. Personally, for me, just a little bit too high, but it's not overdone. It's not something I can put up with. Believe me.
For £4.50, I think that is pretty amazing.
Yeah, you can't. That is excellent value. Taste-wise, actually, length-wise, it's reasonable as well. It's not just disappearing straight away. I'm still,
No, it's not disappearing. It's fairly thin. I won't say it's too much to it, but as you said, with the tannins, that works well. The length is good, but I can't get much. Like on the nose, I had the raspberry and vanilla. I'm not getting that on the palate as much. I think it is a little bit thinner than that, but it's still £4.50.
yeah.
It's just nice, very nice.
So what would you recommend cheese and food-wise you would with this?
I'd probably recommend something gamey in your food-wise. I think it would take that on well, but I think what that would do, take all your tannins off, might make that a little bit too easy. No, I know it would be too easy. I think that'd be nice then.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then cheese-wise, perhaps a Comté?
Yeah.
In your French?
He's an actor, isn't he?
No, I don't. Is it Comté? Oh, I'm not even asking. Comté, and then in your English stuff, something like the Old Winchester. Old Winchester would work well with that one, I reckon.
Yeah, and I think that one of the things that we quite often say, because we do get a few emails where people are saying, I'd like to go from white wine to and rosé to red. What should I start off with? If you were actually eating something with this, then you may well find this. If you're a white wine drinker and not yet into red, you may well find this an acceptable sort of entree.
I think you would, because they said the tannins would be gone, and you'd be left with a fairly light, fairly easy drinking wine. So yeah, so you're not, once the tannin's gone, you're not too far off, like you say, a fruity rosé or some of the bigger white wines. I'd probably say we've got bigger white wines than we have that beat that in kind of weightiness and power.
Yeah.
Well, we definitely have.
Fruity and easy. It's a lovely combination.
It sounds like a good prison name.
How do you know? Well, excellent. Well, I think these should be available in your local Tesco store. They're available throughout the UK. I'm not sure what other countries they might sell this in stores they may have around the world. So apologies if you're not in the UK and can't get hold of it. But I will put the link to Tesco's website so you can have a look. And if you fancy popping round to one of their stores or ordering online, you can. Thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Also tick the little thumbs up, because that does help get the video to other people, and hopefully more people can enjoy these videos just as much, we hope, as you are. And so until the next time,
Chin chin.
chin chin.